Let's talk about what 5 years on the tube will do to you as a former burnt out nurse turned YouTube content creator, or at least what it did for me. The amount of growth that I've had, the amount of having to face myself and my ego that I've had, having to face the fear of rejection, the fear of being seen, the fear of speaking up, using my voice, not speaking up because of how I think it'll be perceived. So the journey in itself has been incredibly healing. Like I always say that entrepreneurship is a personal development journey in itself, but me starting this YouTube channel has been a mirror. I remember when I first started creating videos, it would make me cringe a little bit. Like it felt a little awkward to like watch myself speak back, especially since when I first started creating videos, it didn't feel authentic. Like it didn't feel like me, but I had to allow my real voice to be able to be seen on the YouTube space. And the main theme still remains, even though I didn't always talk to nurses. Okay, let me back it up. Let me rewind it a little bit because I started my YouTube journey 5 years ago, but I was like posting on and off. Sometimes I would be really consistent, sometimes I wouldn't be. Sometimes I would switch from one topic to the next. I did a whole podcast on like personal development, spirituality, and self love, personal growth, and stuff like that. But it's all intertwined. The theme remains, which is me wanting to help people feel more free, feel more like themselves, feel less stressed, less anxious, less overwhelmed. That's been something that I truly stand for. One of my values is that I value freedom. I value self care. I value prioritizing your mental and your physical health. I like to help people, but also because I've been going through that journey myself of personal development and really prioritizing my own mental and physical health. So it's only natural that I felt called to like speak about those things. And I still feel called to speak about those things because I always say those things literally changed my life. This day, actually, let me check. Let me check so I can get my facts straight. Hold please. Hold please. Okay. So it is a year today. Like that's literally perfect timing because I had this thought this morning when I woke up and I was like, oh, it's my 1 year anniversary since I've been posting on YouTube about helping nurses, right? This is the first video. Not the first video I ever did, but it's the first video that I posted since I decided that I would be posting every single week straight for a year about this topic, about helping nurses, right? You see June 30th of 2025. I'm very proud of myself. A year ago, I got me a mentor. I got into a 12-month mentorship container and I had a one-on-one session with her. We spoke about me posting every single week for a year. And at first I was hesitant because I was like, ugh, like every single week for a year, 52 videos for a whole year. This this anniversary, it hit different because I kept the promise to myself. When you tell yourself you're going to do something and you actually follow through, especially with a long-term goal, that builds up a sense of pride and trust in yourself. So kudos to me. Let me just pat myself on the back. But with that being said, like this process has been extremely humbling. It's been satisfying. It's been interesting. It's been ups, it's been downs. It's been times when I was wondering if I should keep going or I wanted to not, or I wanted to quit. But I've remembered that I promised myself that I wouldn't quit. And also just reminding myself of my why, like why I'm doing this in the first place, and reminding myself several times that it's not about me. It's not just about me. Like it's also about the people that I feel called to serve, that I feel called to help, which is the past version of me. The nurse who feels stuck, who wants to start creating something outside of nursing, who wants to start an entrepreneur journey, starting a YouTube channel, maintaining a YouTube channel, and just looking at what works, what the people want, what the people might not resonate with as much. It's just a cool experience. And also being able to use that creative side of yourself and to just really that side of self-expression, being able to use your voice, your throat chakra, being able to speak about the things that you're truly interested in and passionate about, it's been such a positive outlet for me because I'm I consider myself introverted. Extroverted when I'm around certain people and when I'm like comfortable to a certain extent, but pretty much introverted. I like to be alone a lot. I've always been this way since I was a kid, but I'm somebody who thinks a lot and I have a lot of ideas, a lot of creativity, just a lot of energy that I have to release. And I feel like having YouTube as an outlet, especially to help nurses and to serve nurses in the way that I have been, has been extremely healing for that past nurse version of me who had to go through that process alone. And I've been able to help some nurses, as one nurse in particular who left me a very lovely, amazing email, like a heartfelt email that literally brought tears to my eyes. Like I have been able to help her free herself, I should say, because she went from being burned out and stressed and being stuck in a job that she didn't love, that she didn't like in nursing, to leaving that job, getting into something that she was actually interested in. And she said that her husband said that he's happy that he has his wife back. Like I was meant to be on this platform speaking to the people who need to hear from me in the exact moments that they heard from me. It's been really cool. While I'm recording this, I've seen 111 and 222. I'm a big angel number fan, and every time I see him, that's a signal for me that I'm on the right path. So me creating this video, hopefully there's some gems in here that you need to hear. But something that I thought of this morning that I want to touch on that happened in this process, it's just seeing my evolution over time. I want to enjoy this. So I started being able to, like, I started doing some inner work and being able to really show up as myself more, and for it to really feel authentic to me, and to go from like feeling cringe when I watch my videos to watching my videos and smiling back like, I like her, like I love her, like she's super cool. So that's been a cool journey to witness. Um, I want to share some old YouTube clips from videos that I did in my very early YouTube days. Just, as a anniversary type of look back.
Hey everyone, Mel here. Welcome to today's video. I am super excited about. Hey everyone, Mel here. In this video, I want to talk about why you are still struggling with your codependency. Even when you are trying to find help, you are joining support groups, you are going to meetings, and from here, you're absolutely struggling to get the help that you really need from your therapist to end this anxiety. This is the secret.
So I feel like what changed in the last year is that I've given myself more permission to actually show up as I am, to actually speak as my true self, to actually, make videos without needing them to be perfect. But as a recovering perfectionist, like that past habit, those past patterns of wanting to be portrayed a certain way or wanting to look perfect did come through in my video process. It's been very interesting as I like navigated through that, and just navigating through talking about the heavy topics, the emotional topics that people don't talk about, or that people think that they're the only ones going through those things, and just giving it a voice and speaking on it and allowing other nurses to see that they're not alone in whatever it is that they're feeling. Like that's been very, like, I take pride in being able to say the things that people are afraid to admit, or they haven't admitted to themselves, or that they're scared to say out loud. So that's been a huge change in the last journey, just being more bold in what it is that I'm talking about, because those are the things that change people's lives. Case in point, the person that I told you about that was in my community. Um, so being on YouTube for the last year specifically, it taught me something that I didn't expect, which was that there were parts of myself that I needed to still fully accept and integrate. So just constantly doing that for 52 weeks, just constantly showing up. Even if I didn't love the video or it didn't come out exactly how I wanted it to, like I still showed up. And throughout this journey, I also learned that, you know how you can get caught up on the views and the analytics and if how your videos are performing. Something stuck with me that I heard, which is that whether it's like one person, 20 people, 15, however many people who are watching your videos, like those are literally people, like they're real souls that are receiving whatever transmission, whatever teaching, whatever it is that you're giving to them. So that helped me put things into perspective because like I helped somebody change their life. I've helped several people help themselves and notice that it was nothing wrong with them, and just being able to speak and being able to have that role is an honor, like it's a great experience. So this year taught me that it's not all about me. It's about really following my mission, following my spirit and the thing that I feel called to do. Do what you need to do, regulate your nervous system, regulate yourself, show up for yourself, do your daily practices, but show up. Show up for you and show up for the people that you feel called to serve. Mic drop. Being on YouTube, like a part of that process is looking at your analytics. So you can see like all your videos, your content, and see how it performs by looking at my analytics, looking at my videos with the most views, with the most engagement, with the most resonance. I was able to see that the videos that weren't scripted, where I'm just talking, I'm just yapping, I'm just riffing off the cuff, just talking to you like this, have done better than the videos that were scripted, the videos that were heavily edited. I was watching another creator and I was like, oh, I love her videos. I love her stuff. And I was trying to think what it was about her content that made me feel drawn to it and what made me resonate with it. And it was the fact that she was just talking, like she wasn't scripting. So I came to this realization again, because I came to it before, but something really clicked this morning when I was up at 5 a.m. and just having these conversations with myself. And I'm just thinking, like, if the unscripted, raw, unfiltered videos are doing better than the polished, scripted, edited videos, that tells me that this whole journey of being on YouTube, creating YouTube videos, is literally just about talking. Just talking to people like you would talk to a friend. Like everything doesn't have to be extremely structured, scripted, heavily edited. That's how I decided to show up. But the videos where I'm just talking, like they feel looser and just more organic. I guess I'm in a phase where I just want to like feel freer with my self expression. I learned that you don't have control when you start a YouTube channel. You could try to control how you're going to be perceived. You can do all the research you want, but you can't control how YouTube distributes your videos. You can't control who your video lands in front of, who needed to see it at what time. Like, you just can't control it. So this has really taught me how to release the illusion of control, because you're not in control of anything but how you show up, what you decide to share, how you decide to serve people, and the message that you want to get out. I feel like I was making it more than it had to be. But this whole journey is relearning yourself, rediscovering yourself, and how you show up, and really just coming back home to you and letting that process be witnessed. So a year ago, I was scared of promising myself a long-term goal that was a year out. But today I know that that's possible. I mean, anything is possible if you really put your mind to it. That's the discipline and the drive that you need when you're starting a business, when you're maintaining the business, when you're getting into entrepreneurship, because it's going to be a lot of moments where you want to quit, you want to give up. It could be easier to be doing something else. It could be easier to just only focus on your day job and that's it. But when there's like this burning desire and this fire inside you, to have that freedom, to have that flexibility to create something of your own that takes care of not only you, but the generations to come, it's just different. So I want the next year to look like more freedom, more peace, more regulation, more community. I'll be really happy to take this channel to 1,000 subscribers. Um, and just continuing to pour into you, continuing to grow, continuing to use what I learn in my lessons, my wisdom, and all the things, and just teach you how to really build a business and start your entrepreneurship journey without burning out. That's what I want the next year to look like. And of course, wealth, love, prosperity, health, more happiness, more expansion. So if you're a nurse who's watching this video and you were thinking about starting your own YouTube channel, this is what I would tell you. Start the channel. Get used to talking to the camera, get used to seeing yourself speak, get used to seeing yourself teach, because you're doing it every day anyway when you're teaching your patients or whatever people you're working with. You have to communicate with them, you got to teach them, and it's different like sitting in front of a camera. But like I said, when I first started, it felt a little cringe watching myself back because it wasn't me, like it didn't feel real. But I feel like that's a part of the journey and part of the process as you're going on this journey. Start the channel and let me know when you're going to start it so I can hold you accountable. When you're going to make your first video so I can hold you accountable. And just be free. Know that the things that you're struggling with, a lot of times other people are struggling with. The things that people aren't saying out loud, a lot of times they're still going through them. They just haven't voiced them yet. Happy 1 year anniversary of creating content for nurses to help burnt out nurses live more fulfilling, happier, healthier lives, and learn how to regulate their nervous systems, helping nurses understand their identity and who they want to be outside of nursing and build the thing outside of nursing without burning out. Cheers to another year and counting. I think that's all I had to say. I feel like it's something else I wanted to say, but what was I going to say? Like, I can't imagine if I wouldn't have started the channel. I can't imagine like where I'd be or what my life would be like. But I'm able to make this video because I started the channel. I kept going when I got discouraged, when I felt like nothing was working, and just learn more about myself, more about the people I'm serving, more about how I show up and how I want to show up. And it's just been a good journey. So 10 out of 10 recommend. Oh, this is what I was going to say. If you're a nurse if you've been considering creating your own YouTube channel, I want to make a part 2 of this video. Or no, it might not be a part 2. I want to make a video about why every nurse needs to start a YouTube channel now. Not later, but like now. So let me know if that's something that you're looking forward to seeing, and let's get it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.